Fan goes on. Fan goes off. Fan goes on. Fan goes off. I probably shouldn't have said anything about the temperature a couple months ago. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a little project I want to take care of. It's been something that I've wanted to do for quite a while, and because it's been so damn hot here in the last little bit, yeah, it does get hot in Canada. Imagine that. But I don't really have any overheating issues with the car or whatever, but when I go to the track, I tend to use ECM Link to turn both radiator fans on full. I feel it kind of helps draw some air through the radiator and help keep the car a little cooler while it's sitting in the staging lanes getting ready to go. And so what I currently do is go into ECM Link and hit the little checkbox there to turn on fans on full all the time, and that works great. But when I go back out on the road and if I don't want the fans on full time, well, I have to load up ECM Link again, which is not a big issue with the tablet in the car. But I came across a thread on the ECM Link tuning forums a while back with a simple little mod which can allow you to use the AC fan to turn your fans on at will at any time, yet the fans still retain factory operation normally. So it's not a big job. It's basically running one wire to pin 20, I believe it is, on the ECU from the AC fan button in the HVAC controls, and another wire to ground. So pretty simple job, and I've got a few minutes today. I think I'm going to tackle it. So this is the post and thread in question. It's on the ecmtuning.com forum, which if you have ECM Link, you should have full access to. If not, give Tom Doris a little PM or whatever on Facebook or wherever you happen to be, and he'll probably, I think he asks for your serial number from your ECM Link chip, and then you create a user ID and you can have full access to the forum here. So this post here by Mindblown3 explains how to do it, and you can just read that if you want, but it's a pretty simple little mod. And I'm gonna go for that right now. So back in the car here now. First of all, I gotta get the tablet out of the way. Not very hard. And you would think you'd have to pop out the cover and everything for the HVAC controls, but that is not the case. The easiest way to get at these wires that we need to get at, basically pop out your center console vent, and then the vents themselves, and the wires are right there. There we go. So yeah, I believe he said the white wire and the blue black wire. Not very difficult. One of them gets connected to chassis ground, and the other one gets teed into the wire coming off of pin 20 on the ECU, and that will allow us to use the AC fan at will to turn both fans on and off while retaining the stock operation. Okay, so I gotta cut the blue and white wire. So I've run a blue and white wire, I believe this is 18 gauge, plenty big enough for this, down and behind, comes out down by the ECU. So now I'm going to do the cutting here, splicing, try to do a nice job, something reliable that won't break or catch the car on fire. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I crimped on, let me see, See if we can zoom in here. We cut the wires off the back of the switch, crimped on some spade connectors. Not really my favorite way to do things, but for this application this will be fine. I've got a good set of crimpers, so that'll be solid. And it follows down in behind, down by the ECU. So next step is to tap into pin 20 and attach the Bluetooth chassis ground, and that should be about it. Alright, so I got the wire all passed down to the ECU, connected the white wire to pin 20, and you just splice into it. You don't cut the wire at the ECU. You want the existing wire, which is a green wire with an orange strip at pin 20 on the lower connector. You just want to add this connector to it. Basically what it's doing is grounding it out when you press the switch, which is the same thing the ECU is doing to turn the fans on. So white wire connected to pin 20, blue wire is connected to chassis ground, which I've done close to the ECU. Put a ring terminal on it, connected it to the metal bracket for the radio, etc., which is all grounded to the chassis. Anyway, so I've tucked the wires in here, plugged it back into the switch, put a zip tie on there to keep things secure. Zip ties keep DSMs together, as you know. So that's about it for that. I'll put the, see if I can do this one-handed. Vent back in. Yes, I know there's a little cable on this side, but I don't actually have it connected, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, that's back in, and so when the key is on, that button should activate the fans. So turn the key on, wait for the fuel pump to stop so you can hear anything. So fans are off, and if you can hear that on video, that was both radiator fans coming on. Simple as that. Now, it doesn't light up the LED or the light in the switch or anything, but I may look around and see if there's a way to get that to work, so that kind of gives an indication of the fans being on when the engine is running, because you can't really hear the fans while the engine is running. But anyways, that's simple enough. So pretty simple mod. Alright, so that's about it for that. Just a simple little mod that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. And yeah, really easy. It took me probably half an hour or more, a little more with filming. Kind of slows you down, but simple little mod, so that now I can turn my fans on at will without having to load up the tablet or make sure it's connected. And so when the coolant temp gets to a certain temperature, the fans will kick on automatically regardless. That doesn't change anything with the operation. I don't have functioning AC in the car anyway, so there's no real downside to wiring the switch like this. It just gives me the option to turn the fans on at will with a simple push of a button. So that's about it, and until next time, keep your DSMs off the jack stands.